Black Ops 7's multiplayer is just so boring. Literally from the moment I started up the game and then got into a game and played, it just felt like Black Ops 6 over again. So when you do load up Black Ops 7's multiplayer, you will notice like the layout and the main menu of the multiplayer is just the exact same as Black Ops 6. You know, to your loadout, to your stats, everything the exact same place, the exact same how it was in Black Ops 6. When you do go into your loadout, you want to change your class, it's the exact same how it was in Black Ops 6. No difference whatsoever. Obviously you got new weapons, new equipment and new perks and all that, but that's the only things that's changed. Nothing else has changed. How you put attachments on, how you put your perks on, to even combining them, it is the exact same. The only sort of thing they have added that is different from Black Ops 6 is something called overclock, and overclock is pretty much upgrades for like your equipments. And so basically if you reach level 5 on that equipment, because you keep using it, you'll reach its first upgrade, and then if you reach like level 20 for that equipment, you'll reach its second upgrade. So, you know, that's kind of good. I do like they have added, you know, some sort of upgrades to equipment that you keep using. I do like that, and it is at least something different from Black Ops 6. And when you do want to go into a game, obviously choose which game mode you want, and again it is exactly the same as Black Ops 6. You literally have the same game modes, same layout, everything as Black Ops 6, and maybe there's like, I think the only thing I did see that was different was like skirmish 20v20 something, which I don't know how that work on these small maps, but it's just going to be crazy. But they have also like not got like gun game yet or anything, which they'll probably add later on like they did in Black Ops 6, the exact same. Honestly, I don't know why they do this, because I'm pretty sure it's really simple just to add gun game in it, as it is just a copy paste from Black Ops 6. But you know, they probably do it because they probably think, if we add it later on, people will come back and play it because we've added it. You know, because it's a new game at the start, people are just going to play it anyway. We add gun game or prop hunt, I think it's called, a couple of months later, and then people come back to it. I don't think it makes a difference, but that's probably their reasoning. So as you can see, even before I get into a game, it is the exact same as Black Ops 6. It doesn't feel like I'm playing a new Call of Duty game whatsoever, at least with normally Call of Duty. I know it doesn't change much every year, but at least sometimes it changes a little bit, the layout, and it looks different. It literally feels like I'm playing the exact same game before I even get to the game. They haven't even bothered to sort of change the main menu, the layouts or anything to make it feel different, look different. Before I even got into a game again, I also noticed that for some reason that there was hiding the players' levels, because I did hear they were hiding them in Black Ops 6 for a bit, and I didn't hear that they were going to do that in Black Ops 7, but I did see that in some lobbies that I couldn't see any players' levels, but I don't know if that was because it was new and it was glitched or whatever, but the more I ranked up, it sort of disappeared and could see everyone's rank. So I don't know if that's just because I was a lower level at the time and it hides people's ranks or not. I have no idea. So I don't know if they're hiding people's ranks or not in Black Ops 7. I have no idea, but as I said, it did happen for a bit, but then as I leveled up, it sort of, I could see everyone's level. So I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it was new and it was just a bit glitchy. Straight off the bat, when I started playing Black Ops 7 in game, obviously the movement and everything, the speed of the game does feel the exact same as Black Ops 6. Again, I am saying this a lot, but it literally is the exact same. I don't really know what else to say. The only thing that's sort of different is, you know, obviously you can run on walls for a little bit, but not too much. A lot of the maps aren't really designed for that, I don't think anyway. And obviously you can't double sprint, which I think is a good thing. I think it is good they did take out the double sprint, because it does actually feel a lot less fast paced, which I do like. It was just too fast paced in Black Ops 6 because you could double sprint and you're just constantly going into people. But again, it is still a fast paced Call of Duty, which, you know, is not going to change, I don't think, now. But it is still fast paced, but not as fast paced as Black Ops 6 due to not having the double sprint. I feel it also has the same problem as Black Ops 6, as, you know, you can kill like 2-3 people, maybe 4-5, but then you'll die because you'll always end up running into someone, or something unlucky happens, someone like spawns behind you or whatever. You know, it just seems like a game where you quickly kill, but then you also can quickly die. You can't really rank up a kill streak as the past Call of Duties. And, you know, I did have that complaint for last year, and it's the exact same as this year. It's just that fast paced that you just kill a few people and you can die, kill a few people and die. You can't really rank up a kill streak. I mean, I mean, I guess you can if you are against like a bunch of like noobs who haven't really played the game, but it's really hard to like build one up even if you play really well, because there's always something's gonna happen where it's not your fault and something unlucky happens and they come behind you or whatever. Now, the maps in Black Ops 7 don't really surprise me. You know, most of them are quite small, cramped, so you can easily quickly find enemies and get into a fight. But what I don't really get, as I said before, is this jumping off the wall thing, because a lot of the maps I don't feel that are really designed for it. Only 2 maps really are designed, I think, for the running off the wall, which is called The Forge and Blackheart. They're the only 2 maps that I really feel that you could make most of the running off the walls and that, but even in them maps you didn't really need to. But the rest of the maps, I didn't use the jumping off the walls at all pretty much, and especially when they've brought back like old Black Ops maps, and then Black Ops games didn't even have this running off the wall thing. So why would you have this mechanic in the first place and bring back maps from old Black Ops where they didn't even have that mechanic? So obviously the map is not designed to do this. I feel like they just added this mechanic just to be like, oh look, we added this new thing. That's it, because if they don't add that new mechanic, they haven't done anything to the game apart from take away the double sprint. Also, I noticed that when you do start the game, the weapons they give you, and also if you choose weapons without any attachments, you will lose most of your gunfights, even if you hit all your shots. There's been a lot of 1v1 situations where I've hit all my shots, but I've still lost that gunfight because they just out-damaged me completely. So you can't really play well until you get a gun that you want and pretty much load it up with attachments. Which I don't know why, I didn't really notice that in Black Ops 6, unless it was, I just didn't notice. But I just feel like when you did go into a game in Black Ops 6, I could pretty much hold a fight still 1v1, but this time I just really couldn't. I've also noticed as well in Black Ops 7, I've died a lot more from grenade launchers than Black Ops 6. Well, Black Ops 6, I didn't really die at all from grenade launchers because I think the damage for explosives were a lot lower, which was good because obviously you couldn't get killed from noob tubes. But like in this Call of Duty, I've just died a lot more, and I haven't played it like a lot. You know, I've played it for a few hours, and I have already noticed this. So I don't know if the explosive damage is a lot higher, but to be honest, I don't know why they've done this. It's one of the things, to be honest, that they did good, taking out the grenade launchers, that people would stop using them because it's just overpowered and annoying. You can't really do much about grenade launchers. But if they've added this back in and people can use it, it's just so stupid. I've never really been a big fan of like the gunfights in Black Ops. I think it's way too fast paced and you kill people way too quickly. But I think it's actually got even worse in Black Ops 7. They've added this field upgrade called the drone pod, and it basically releases drones and it will go to people and explode. And it doesn't do like a lot of damage and you can quickly shoot them down. But it's annoying if you're actually 1v1ing someone, it actually just kills the gunfight between the 1v1. Because if you're 1v1ing someone and you see these drones coming at you, you've got to shoot them out the sky or let them hit you and you can just quickly die. It's just ruined the actual like 1v1 fights on the maps, because a lot of people use this because it is overpowered, I'd say. But it's just really annoying. It's just killed the fighting and the gunfights in the game for me. Apparently this Black Ops as well is no skill-based matchmaking, which it kind of does make sense. I mean, I think that it has a little bit, to be honest, because otherwise you'd be against complete noobs that can't really move around that well or shoot. But, you know, I have noticed it because a lot of games you can just absolutely demolish them, and then some games I can actually, you know, lose quite a bit and I can't really do much. But to be honest, it doesn't really make a big difference because it's so fast paced and you kill people so quickly. Even like bad players can get a lot of kills. So, you know, you can't really show off how good you are in the game or the like how big of a difference you are compared to other players, because how quickly you run into players and how quickly you can kill them. The only good thing so far that you don't see going around in games is like stupid skins that really don't go with a war game. They obviously haven't added that much on the store yet, so you can't really buy a lot, you know, but the skins they do have right now, they go with the game. They don't look that bad. I'm not saying they look good, they don't look great, but they do go with the game. But apparently I heard season 1 of Black Ops will be a Fallout sort of themed, which, to be honest, if they do that, it can go really well. They can fit in with like the exosuits and the the armor and all that, but it just depends how they do it, because it can go well, But if they start, you know, like the Pip-Boy of Fallout, if people can start going around with that skin, well, it's going to look stupid. And they might do that, you know, you never know. They did say that they're going to tone it down a bit this year with the skins because, you know, people are complaining. But, you know, once they start losing money, because I think all that still gained them a lot of money, they're just going to return to it and just do whatever they want just to make money. So we'll see how they do. If they do it right, the Fallout season can look really good. But I have no hope for these. So I'm going to be honest. This literally feels like Black Ops 6. Same movement, same mechanics, everything feels the exact same, apart from you can run on a few walls on a few maps, and you've got like new weapons, new equipment, new perks. That is pretty much it. Everything looks and feels the exact same as Black Ops 6, which is weird because I'm pretty sure someone come out and said this is the Call of Duty that Treyarch really wanted to make. They didn't want to make Black Ops 6, they wanted to make Black Ops 7. This is the Call of Duty they wanted to make. It feels the exact same as Black Ops 6. Well, to be honest, I think I prefer Black Ops 6 a little bit, especially with the maps. I think the maps were a lot better than Black Ops 6, but that's pretty much it. Everything else just feels the same. But how is this the Call of Duty that they really wanted to make? I've never known such lack of innovation and creativeness from a developer before. Like, I know it's pretty much the same every year, Call of Duty, but this literally feels the exact same. It feels like a reskin. And I can't believe I don't pay for it, I have Game Pass, so it doesn't bother me that much. But obviously our Game Pass has increased, and one of the reasons is Call of Duty. And people who don't have Game Pass, you got to pay full price for this. For what? The multiplayer feels the exact same. Like, the campaign, I'm not even going to start with that. Apparently that's really bad. I'm not even going to play it, but apparently the campaign is really bad as well. So, you know, zombies, to be honest, I have played a bit of zombies. I will make another video on that. But zombies is actually really good. And I do prefer this zombies than Black Ops 6. And I did like Black Ops 6 zombies, but this zombies actually feels a lot better, and I do prefer the map. So maybe all their focus was just on zombies. But you can't charge people full price for this. I feel like it's an embarrassment to charge people full price. Maybe it should be like a £30 to £40 game, right? Because the multiplayer is the exact same, campaign's bad, the only good thing is zombies. At this point, I don't think we'll ever get a good Call of Duty again. I felt the same in Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 the exact same. I just don't think it will ever happen again. I don't know why they don't just do like a remaster of like World at War, because a lot of people want this. World at War was my favourite Call of Duty. It was dark, gritty, slow pace, the guns felt amazing and different. Like, it was just an actual like proper gritty war game, and they're just not doing it. They just don't seem to listen to us anymore. They just sort of do what they want to do, especially when it comes to like multiplayer. Zombies, they sort of listen to the fans a lot more, which is good. You know, I do like zombies. That does feel still dark and grey, but multiplayer wise, they just do what they want. I think it's just sort of aimed at kids, making like they want them to buy like skins, stupid skins, so they make money and make it fast paced so that it keeps them entertained, because all kids do now are just go through and watch videos on TikTok, so they need this fast paced game. Let me know your thoughts. Have you played Black Ops 7's multiplayer, and what do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? As I said as well, Black Ops 7 Zombies is actually really good, and I will make a video of that in the future. You know, I just want to play it a bit more, do the Easter egg, but I am actually really enjoying it. So if you do want to watch that, stick around, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.